Hi, so this is my YouTube channel, secondary YouTube channel actually, set channel and everything. So for me, it's actually been a while since I've done a YouTube. Well, I do have my older YouTube channel and all that stuff, but this one, I think for me, it's just a new YouTube channel. Subject wise, I have no idea. Honestly, I think for me, it's just mainly gonna be just probably a romance type of YouTube channel for me and everything. So nice little introduction in there stuff briefly, sorry about that. But anyway, in light of everything, I want to just simply talk about my reading plans for this year in the year 2025. So I have currently calculated just all the books that I am planning on reading this year. It's going to be around, I made a reading goal of at least 30 books this year, but currently my reading list is around like 20 plus books. So I'm going to go over each of those books and series that I plan on reading, catching up on, finishing, everything like that. So yeah, so without further ado, let me just give you a guide to some of the books that I plan on reading this year. But before I get to that, I want to talk about two books that I'm currently reading. So currently I am reading Influenced by Kelsey Clayton, and then I am also, it'll like show up here once I like get it. And then the other books that I'm also reading is Face Off by Chelsea Curto, I believe, and that is part of the DC Star series, which I am going to be continuing reading this year as well. So there's only 2 books out currently. There's a third one that is set to also come out this year as well. So there's 3 books so far. I don't know how many books there are. I'm like almost done with the book currently on my Kindle and everything, so there's that. But anyway, continuing on with that, I do want to, alright, I have returned and let us get to the books. So like I said, they're gonna be like somewhere on either side once I like talk about them and display them and stuff. So anyway, go. So the first book that I am going to be... Alright, so this whole thing is going to be grouped up into both series and standalones. I can tell you that. So without further ado, here we go. I have the nice list and everything up. So one of the first series... So we're going to start off with series and then go into standalones. So for series wise, I am going to be starting the Cherry Tree Harbor series by Melanie Harlow. She is an author who I have not read in the past few years. The last book that I have read from Melanie Harlow, it was Tempt. Yeah, it was Tempt, and that is the 9th book. That the 9th book in the Cloverleaf Farms universe and the overall last book to the Cloverleaf Farms Next Gen series. I don't know what the Cherry Tree Harbor series is about. I do know that the first book, Runaway Love, has to do with a single father parent romance. So there's that I plan on reading. So of course, and then and then the other series that I'm going to play catch up with is the Kings of the Ice series by Kandi Steiner. There's going to be 4 books right now because there's one that's going to be released this year. But there is Watch Your Mouth, which is the 2nd book in the series, and then Learn Your Lesson, which is the 3rd book in the series. So those 2 I also plan on reading this year. It is a professional hockey romance. I do know whose books are going to be next. I just don't know a whole lot like trope wise about what it's about. But I've heard like great things about the both books, specifically Learn Your Lesson especially. I've seen that one get like a lot of praise. And then there is going from more adult professional stuff to college stuff, and that is the Sun Valley series by EJ Blaise. This is a college contemporary sports romance. Again, she is a new to me author, so it's going to be the very first I believe it's a multi-sports type of ordeal. But yeah, there are 3 books in the series, which is Unexpected. So there are 3 books in this series, so it is just a trilogy, so the entire series is complete. And then another series is the CTU Eagles series by Alexis Buxton. I am somebody who found her via Instagram. Like, I was just kind of scrolling through and stuff like that. One day, it was like a good couple years back, and that's when I found her works online, and I was like, okay, cool, new to me author debut. And then I said I was gonna like read her and everything last year, but that didn't really go through. So yeah, there's that. And then there's that, and then there is also right, and that is Not My Match by Ilsa Madden Mills. It is the second and the final book in the Game Changers duet. Again, I don't know who it is about, like, at all. I've read her first book, Not My Romeo, a while ago, and that one I really enjoyed. I gave it 4 stars in general, so, and this one has been wanting to, like, read and catch up on. But been wanting to read for a while and everything now. I'm very curious about who the next couple is, so there's that. And then there is finally, and of course I already mentioned before too, the DC Stars, but also there is finally the Orleans University series by Maren Moore. There are 4-ish books. I believe there's like another extra book in there, but yes, there are. So there's 4 books, I believe, and then she has another series that is coming out this year. I don't know what it's called, but she did say, but that is going to be a hockey series, which is set in the same universe. But with the Orleans University series, this one is like entirely about baseball players, so it's a college baseball romance series. So that is that. And then moving away from series, we have standalones that I plan on reading this year as well. So we have So we have Roadside Attractions by Mara Quinn. This is a road trip romance novel that is set in where these two characters. I know this one is a road trip romance novel that is set in Canada. So for you to check that one out. Then we have Peer Reviewed by Casey Leonard. I believe this one is about, let me see here. Yeah, this one more so has to do with, I guess, physicians, I believe. Just going off by the plot synopsis, but anyway, yeah, I believe it's more like doctors, physicians type of ordeal. So again, very interested in seeing that kind of romance blooms up. So yeah, and then Wreck My Plans is a holiday romance that released last year. That one also got like a little bit of some discussion online, but I've also heard like some good things about it. And then we have 2 Micalea Smeltzer books. So Pretty Little Mistake by Micalea Smeltzer. I believe this one is in because I remember seeing about it. I believe this one is a accidental pregnancy romance. I do know though it's some sort of romance. I think that is the case. I am not sure. I won't get up. There's that. And also 1111 by Micalea Smeltzer, and this one, it is a age gap romance. I believe it's reverse age gap romance. So where she's older than the male lead. I believe that's the age gap one. I know she has another one that is also age gap as well, but I believe this one is also reverse age gap 1111. So that's one as well. And there's also another one that's The Riley Effect by Nicole Marie. This is a sports romance. I believe both the heroes in this one are athletes, but it is also a standalone. It's technically part of a series, but I'm just reading it personally as a standalone. There's that. And alongside that, there is Favorite Secret by Kristyn Landau. It is a frenemies to lovers college romance. It looks like it's also very much sports. However, I am somebody who has loved her other book from last year that I read, and that was The Other Half. That one I really enjoyed as a whole, so that one I very much also plan to check out. I already read The Other Half, but that one but Favorite Secret is one that I am definitely checking out, and also the rest of Landau's other books too. She does have another one that's also currently out right now, and that is a Rockstar Romance. So yeah. But yeah, thank you guys. So that is all the books that I plan on reading, at the very least, or currently reading for the remainder of 2025 this year. So yeah, I might end up reading more. Who knows? But once I do, I will let you guys know. So thank you for watching.